The word problem presupposes the possibility of alternatives, solutions. In philosophy, mathematics, psychology, and all areas, it is concluded that conflict is an important part of life, one of the defining elements. However, in common sense, the definition is often associated with the concept of difficulty. In the relentless vastness of life, we encounter monsters that rise before us, challenging our resilience. Problems often seem insurmountable. It feels like the world conspires against us, trying to drag us into an abyss of despair. In the times we live in, if worries are not well managed, they can suffocate us and take away the possibility of being conscious to make the best decisions for our lives. Regardless of the theme or intensity, the truth is that problems will always be in front of us. Perhaps that's why Nietzsche's best definition of life is a struggle. Since they are inevitable and we can do nothing to stop them, what is in our control? It is how we fight, how we face these problems. Some people succumb to the slightest setback. Others face reversals with serenity. Some see problems through magnifying lenses and turn a simple misfortune into a tragedy. Sometimes the temptation to escape is overwhelming. Escape seems to be the only way out, a temporary truce to relieve the overwhelming weight of problems. But by escaping, we only postpone the inevitable confrontation. Problems do not disappear. They can transform, becoming even more frightening. Recognize the reality of problems and accept that challenges are a natural part of life. Resistance can increase stress, while acceptance allows us to find solutions more effectively. By facing problems, we actively shape our path. Courage lies in the decision to confront the beasts that threaten to consume us. Develop the ability to adapt and overcome adversity. Resilience is like a muscle that can be strengthened through practice and experience. Life, by its nature, does not grant us guarantees. Each step is uncertain, but it is precisely in this unstable ground that we find our true resilience. Instead of fleeing the unknown, embrace it, endure frustrations, and understand that we cannot assimilate everything. In the face of challenging situations, practice calmness. Breathe deeply, take a step back, and assess the situation before acting impulsively. If a challenge seems overwhelming, break it down into smaller parts and address each one separately. This makes it easier to deal with complex issues. There is no shame in asking for help when the burden seems too heavy. Strength is not only in physical resistance, but in the ability to recognize one's own vulnerability and seek help when necessary. If possible, delegate tasks and responsibilities. It is not necessary to face everything alone. Sharing the burden can alleviate stress. Focus on the most urgent and important issues. Organize yourself to deal with one thing at a time, avoiding feeling overwhelmed. See problems as learning opportunities. Each challenge can bring valuable lessons that contribute to personal growth. Establish healthy boundaries and learn to say no when necessary. Prioritize your well-being and avoid overwhelming yourself with excessive responsibilities. Get to know yourself better by understanding your emotional reactions and developing personalized strategies to deal with the specific challenges you face. In the struggle against misfortunes, we are not adept in all areas. Some people handle financial problems well but struggle with illnesses, for example. We may have patience for a setback today, but not tomorrow. Understand that dealing with problems is stressful and can evoke negative emotions: anxiety, anger, guilt, fear, regret, worry, and so on. These emotions are part of the moment, but they are not eternal. Problems will continue to arise in our lives, that is inevitable. Therefore, the more prepared you are to deal with them, the greater your ability to find solutions.